Hola, soy yo, Vicky, otra vez. Hope you're all well. Espero que todos estéis bien con el virus y todo eso. Here in Spain, things are getting much better. Tomorrow we go into phase 1 of the de-escalada, the de-escalation, and some of our bars and restaurants will be opening only on the terrace and only 50% capacity. Also, we can go and see friends, maximum 8 people. We can go in their house or on their terrace in their garden, as long as we keep the social distancing and wear our masks, etc. So yes, in this area anyway, things are going according to plan. Some of the parts of Spain haven't been able to move into phase 1, like Madrid and mainly city centres, Alicante centre, Elche, I think, hasn't been able to move into it. So, yeah, at least in our area, things are getting a little bit better. The other good news is I have finished my book for learning English through Spanish, which means I've got a lot more free time than I had before, thank goodness. And hopefully I can go back to doing more YouTube videos, though I did miss the Espanol con Cava again last night. Yeah, okay, thank you for everyone who's subscribed. I have nearly 300 subscribers. Anyone who's given me a thumbs up or any positive comments, I really appreciate that very, very much. So, break the language barrier level 3. If you don't have the book, you can buy it on Amazon. And for those of you who do have the book, I believe we're in the future tenses and we are on page, is it 21? Page 21. And yes, because we're doing the conditional, that's right. We've moved off the future and we're on to the conditional. And we're just going to have a little look at the irregular verbs, which are actually exactly the same as the verbs that were irregular in the future tense. So the stem changes and then we add on our conditional ending. So haber, the verb to have done something, becomes habr. Yeah, and so it'd be habría, habría, sabría, habríamos, habríais, habrían. So that would translate to there would be, there would be. So you say, yeah, there would be a problem. Anything there would be. So not they would be, because that would use ser or estar. This is there would be. Then we have poder, which of course is to can or to be able. So in this tense, it would translate to would be able. So poder becomes podr. So we've got podría, podrías, podría, podríamos, podríais, podrían. And then we have querer. This is probably an unlikely verb to use in this tense. I would want to do something. Just sounds a bit strange, but I'm sure occasionally we might want to say it. And querer becomes quer with the double R, if you can roll your R's. If not, don't worry, just try your best as I do. So that would be querría, querrías, querría, querríamos, querríais, querrían. Now, saber, to know, as in facts or information. So this is one which, so oh well, you would know. Anything we would know, we will use saber in this tense. Sorry, a little drink of tea. So the stem, as in the future, changes from saber to sabr, S-A-B-R. So sabría, 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 sabríamos, sabríais, sabrían. Then we have tener, which of course is to have, and in this future tense it would be would have. So it'd be tendría, tendrías, tendría, tendríamos, tendríais, tendrían. And then valer, to be worth. So this changes to valdra. You might get a little dog bark in a minute. Some dogs going past now. I just know my dogs may well bark. Oh, one's just popped up now. So it's tendría, tendrías, tendría, tendríamos, tendríais, tendrían. So there's Riley photobombing my video. Then we have, that has totally thrown me. So did I do valer? I don't know if I did, so I'll do it anyway. Valdría, valdrías, valdría, valdríamos, valdríais, valdrían. And that is to be worth. Venir, to come, so would come. So that's, it becomes vendra. So vendría, vendrías, vendría, vendríamos, vendríais, vendrían. Decir, would say, because decir is to say, so it's, the stem is dir, dir, diría, dirías, diría, diríamos, diríais, dirían. And then the last one, hacer, to do or make, so this would be would do or would make. Haría, the stem is H-A-R, ar. So haría, harías, haría, haríamos, haríais, harían. Now, I will be leaving that bit with the dog because I'm really bad at editing the videos, so it takes me so long to edit them, it's just not worth it. So sorry about that. Got a nice picture of Riley in there, but I hope you like dogs. Okay, so practice C on that same page was, what would you do if you won the lottery? So of course these are free answers. So you're just taking the verb of whatever you would do, like I would buy a big house in the country. Compraría una casa grande en el campo, por ejemplo. No, I don't know which is exactly probably what I would do. So, vale, posiblemente, sí, salvaría muchos perros y gatos. I'd probably end up setting up one of those animal sanctuaries. Anyway, so you were to think of 10 things. If you, obviously any of these that are free answers, if you're not sure if they're right or whatever, you can always send them to me by email and I will correct them for you. So in practice D then, there was a short translation. Now I don't normally read out the translations because I don't like sort of going on and on in videos because I think people get bored, but I think I'll read this translation out in Spanish. Well, I'll do a sentence in English and a sentence in Spanish for those of you who don't have the book, which of course if you don't have it and you do want it, you can buy it on any Amazon site. Okay, break the language barrier. Currently we're in level 3, but there are 4 levels. If you're a beginner and you're just catching up with this channel, just finding this channel, you need to obviously look over some of the other videos that sort of build up to this, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to do this translation. Okay, so it's when I was young is the first sentence. When I was young. Now, was, of course, is from the verbs, well, I'm saying of course, it's from either ser or estar, it's from the verb to be. When you're saying when I was young, you will always use ser for you, even though, you know, people quite often say, oh, but you're not always young, etc. But it's a quality, it's a characteristic. So young, old, etc. is always ser. And when I was young would be imperfect. Cuando era joven, I loved to read and I had a vivid imagination. So I loved to read, imperfect, not just on one day, at one time, but when I was young, repeatedly. So me gustaba or me encantaba leer. So you'd say me encantaba, then the infinitive, me encantaba leer, and I had a vivid imagination. Again, not just on one day. So all these background descriptions in the past, they're imperfect. So, me encantaba leer y tenía una imaginación vibrante. One of my favourite characters was the genie of the lamp. So, uno de mis personajes favoritos, again, era, imperfect, because he always was, el genio de la lámpara, because he could grant people 3 wishes. So, porque podía, he could, conceder, grant, a la gente, to people, 3 deseos. Okay? So, what would I wish for? So, or what would I ask for, it says. So, to ask for something is pedir, not preguntar. Preguntar is to ask a question. Pedir is to ask or ask for something or request or order. So, ¿qué pediría yo? ¿Qué pediría yo? What would I ask for? And I would say, and then it continues. First, I would ask him for 1,000 more wishes. 100 more wishes. So, primero, I would ask him, le pediría 100 más deseos. But I know he wouldn't do that. Pero sé, so it's saber because it's to know facts or information and it's present tense. Pero sé que no haría eso. He would not do that. No haría eso. Therefore, entonces, or sin embargo, oh no, that's however, so entonces is better. Therefore, these would be my 3 wishes. Estos serían, would be mis 3 deseos. Okay? So, primero, or número uno, my dog would be able to speak and she and I would have long conversations. Well, my dogs are masculine, but I would really like to have a long conversation with them. Well, we do anyway, but trouble is it's a bit one-sided. Okay, so mi perro podría hablar. I have actually made it feminine in here, so it'd be mi perra podría hablar. Y ella y yo, she and I, tendríamos, we would have conversaciones largas. Número dos, I would marry the man of my dreams. So, me casaría. So, casarse is to get married. Me casaría con. So, in Spanish, you get married with someone. Me casaría con el hombre de mis sueños. So, eso es número dos. And número tres, number 3. Y lo más importante deseo sería fácil. So the third, the most important wish would be easy. El deseo más importante sería fácil. Now, there are actually more. So it's not actually 1 wish, there's 3. But anyway, so no one in the world would have to suffer anymore. So nadie, no one in the world, en el mundo, would have to suffer. So to have to is tener que. So tendría que sufrir. Would have to suffer, tendría que sufrir. Más, anymore. There would be no war. So this is an example of that verb haber in the future conditional. It's not it would be, so it's there would be or there wouldn't be. So we use the verb haber. No habría guerra. There would be no war. there would be no poverty. No habría pobreza. And there would be no sadness. No habría tristeza. So yeah, a bit optimistic maybe, but I don't know what's happening to all the wars at the moment with the virus. If it's caused any peace, that'd be a good thing, I suppose. The world would be perfect. El mundo sería perfecto. Okay, so that last bit, there would be no war, there would be no poverty, there would be no sadness, the world would be perfect. So no habría guerra, no habría pobreza, no habría tristeza, and el mundo sería perfecto. Okay, so that's we've learnt now how to make the conditional tense, what we would do, done a little bit of practice with it, regular verbs, irregular verbs, and in the next video we'll look at ser and estar, and then we'll be going on to look at some pronouns. We love pronouns, don't we, etc. Okay, so otras noticias. So the news is I am now doing Zoom classes, not only private classes but group classes. So wherever you are in the world, if you want to join the group classes, they will be on Mondays, Wednesdays and Friday mornings between 9 and 2. Most people will be doing sort of 2-hour blocks. Sort of, there's a vague thing of the beginners 10 till 12 and any improvers or more advanced 12 till 2, but anyone who's familiar with my group classes will know it doesn't matter your level because you will be working individually from the other students. So there'll be small groups to start with, probably 6 per teacher while we sort of feel our way around it. But I've done some trial classes and works very well in the group. It works just as well as if we were in the classroom. And I do feel that a lot of people would be nervous still coming back into the classroom, even though I think technically from next week I probably could start doing classes because we're allowed to have gatherings of 8 people, you know, with the safety precautions, etc. But I think really in a confined space, people will still feel uneasy about being a lot around various other people who aren't sort of part of their family, etc., including me. So, you know, we are progressing well, and we don't want to spoil that, do we? So here in Spain anyway. So I think the Zoom classes will work very well, and it also gives an opportunity to people who normally can't come for classes because they're not in this country or they live too far away or etc., etc., to actually do classes, because although obviously the books and the videos and that, they work well, I think, and I think people have done well with them, but there's nothing better than being able to ask a question and also getting feedback from other students, etc. It's amazing what you learn from other people, I think. So they're starting a week on Monday, which I think is the 20th of May. I'm not very good with dates. Anyone who knows me will know that. Numbers are not my thing. So yeah, you can sign up on the website or email me for further details. In the description box will be all the details of how to contact, etc. I'm going to start putting as well the page number and the book that the particular video applies to. That's for you, John, because you were struggling to find some of the you know, the exercises on the videos, so I'm going to actually put it on there. Unfortunately, I don't think it comes up in order on YouTube, possibly, but anyway, I will write the site, which page number, which level book the tutorials apply to. Okay, that's it. So if you have subscribed already, thank you, muchas gracias. If not, and you feel like you want to, please subscribe, and then you'll get details of future videos. If you found the video useful, please give me the thumbs up, and that really helps me, because it helps me to know that people are enjoying the videos. And bueno, eso es todo, creo. Ok, vale, so nos vemos o te veo yo en el próximo video. Muchas gracias. Quédate en casa. Well, I can't say quédate en casa anymore because we are allowed to go out now. Well, not here in the UK, I suppose. Quédate sano. It's probably better. Stay healthy. Vale, muchas gracias. Hasta luego.